would like to bring in yet another leader with more than 2.5 decades of experience. With just a quick introduction of yours, please join me in welcoming Ms. Reema Gupta, Director for Geetam.
Good morning, everyone. I think this is a little bit of an impromptu thing. I had planned to be on the panel, but I think, Deepti, thank you for motivating, and Sandeep, equally for you. I think it's brilliant to be here. A very good morning. Can I hear a good morning? You guys have been very quiet. Let's hear it again. Where's the energy? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Awesome. So, Deepti and everyone talked a little bit about jobs, being future ready, right? We always talk about future. But where are you right now? What is right now? What do we call it? Thank you. So how do we become, so I'm just going to give you 6 hacks to be present ready, because that is what you have in control with you. So since you're all students, and I'll save my discussion with respect to Coursera and what Geetam is doing, implementing hybrid learning and digital learning, but I think this is very, very important for all of you as you go towards learning, right? Making the most of being in the university today. What are those 6 hacks that you need to do to be successful? And so first thing is, we've always talked about chalk and talk, and teachers being the knowledge, the owner of knowledge, and giving it to the students, right? I think the equation has changed a little bit. I think you can all Google, you have Google at your fingertips, you can watch YouTube. There's a lot of information available out to you. So what happens when you get all this information, right? When you get all this power, you need to become more self-directed. What information to choose to consume becomes your responsibility. So very, very important. First hack is learn to be self-directed. Don't wait for a teacher to tell you to do something. Please learn on your own. That will become one of the critical skills that you need to be successful. The second one is becoming active learners. So let me ask you a question and just show me a show of hand. How many of you have used Wikipedia? Awesome. All of you, almost 80%. How many of you have contributed to Wikipedia? Anurag, great. So I don't see any hands of the students up. And I think this is what is difference between passive learning and active learning. Do you all know that you can contribute to Wikipedia? Yeah? What is it known for? It's an open resource, right? That means that each one of us has the ability to contribute. And all of us have used it. We find it very valuable. But none of us have contributed to it. So that's the difference between active learners and passive learners. I'll move on to the next. I think Deepti has already spoken about it. It's open to new experiences, right? We are given a particular course to study, a curriculum to study. I think what you'll find with digital and what, the next journey that you're embarking on with this hybrid learning is that you have to open yourself to new experiences. Maybe you never thought you're an engineering student, a hardcore, programmer. You never thought about, hey, is psychology interesting? I mean, I remember when I was growing up, it was very focused on my particular domain, right? And I think the magic will come when you can cross domains, when you can become multidisciplinary. A lot of the innovation in the future is going to happen at the intersection. This is my favorite quote. I always say magic always happens at the intersections. So you have to go beyond your domain expertise to really open up to new experiences. Third one is, how many of you here have felt like, time is not my friend, right? I have so many things to do. My plate is full. Deepti was late. I was late. We have so many things, balls we are juggling in the air. And again, as women leaders, we have even more. So the idea is, you will have to learn to manage your time very well. This is one critical skill. We can get lost on the internet, right? We can get lost in watching Netflix. This is one key skill that you will have to master. The fifth point is collaborate with peers. How many of you here have done project work? Have done project work in your classrooms with others? Not yet. Okay. So I think, again, this is something very important, and probably it needs to start even sooner than waiting for the 3rd year and 4th year. Important because, again, as we talked about, industry looks for some of these soft skills, and this is something you have to build. I also come from the same education background where, traditionally in education, we have been working in silos, and we need to break those silos. And the last one is, of course, I want to ask another question is, how many of you have graded each other's papers? Have you graded each other's papers? Yeah, so again, very, very important. Why do I talk about grading? It's because it's not about grading. It's about learning to give feedback. And this is another critical skill that as you move into the digital world, you become a learner in this new world. These are important hacks that you need to master to become a good learner. So I told about 7 hacks. I've listed only 6. What is the last hack you think should be added to this list? Active listening, kind of there. Not to forget these things. That's a good one. Not what I had in mind. One more? I'll give one. Anyone else wants to try? What is that one thing? What is the last thing you would want me to tell you? Need to implement all these things? Yes, and most important, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the learning process. You are here to learn. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't think it's tedious. Think about it, hey, I'm here to learn. Even if I fail, that's okay. This is my life, this is my journey. I'm here for the next 4 years, and I'm going to make the most of it. So enjoy the journey. That was the 7th hack, and thank you so much, Sudhir, for giving me the next 5 minutes.
Those hacks, and I'm sure the students here are active listener, and they would be implementing and they would be remembering all those above points. A round of applause once again.